So I found the best party bus company in Las Vegas. Yes.
Nice. That's the key to it, is put out the quality product, because you're right. There's been a lot of party bus companies come and go, right?
Correct.
They start taking you to lounges, or they start taking you to local clubs, which that's cool because we live here. But if you're flying here from Pennsylvania or Florida, you don't want to go to the local bar that I go to, right? Like, you want to go to the 10,000 person nightclub that has a world famous performer up there. You know, you want to see Lil Wayne.
Las Vegas, welcome back. This is Coyle, your host. Now, everyone's asking me the most frequent question asked from out of towners and tourists is, which club should I go to? And it's never on the same day. It's always, well, what should I go to on Monday? Where should I go on Friday? Where should I go Sunday? Wednesday? It's always a weird day. And you guys always know this is the city of referrals, of course. So advice is valuable in Las Vegas. It is. So I found the best party bus company in Las Vegas. Yes. 2 party bus rides, 3 nightclubs or day clubs, no cover charge, expedited VIP, entry, correction. He found me. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Johnny. And he's the owner of Turnt Up LV. Johnny, thank you for joining us today, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me today. Thank you. It's
man, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. This is a fun business, it seems, and you got it going on. I can tell. Before we really get in, I like quick advice to give to my audience. Some quick advice to an entrepreneur who wants to start a business in the Las Vegas service industry. What would you tell them?
First thing to do is make sure you're straight with gaming, because gaming runs everything in Las Vegas. Gaming has I don't want to say hand on everything, but maybe a hand in everything. So if you don't have your licenses straight with gaming, you are inviting a whole world of trouble. Your business might be the thing to do this weekend, but it will be shut down by next weekend. So make sure if you are an entrepreneur here and you are trying to start a business in Vegas, make money in Vegas, get into tourism stuff in Vegas, you step foot near a casino property and you are not in line with gaming, it will be a quick end to maybe a wonderful idea.
You are not lying.
That's my entrepreneur advice.
Great advice. Great advice. I appreciate that too. So let us know what birthed the idea of Turnt Up LV. What started this?
Gotcha. So Turnt Up Tours, Las Vegas, turntuplv.com, Turnt Up LV on Instagram, Turnt Up LV for everything. I came to Vegas for the first time like 18, 19 years ago. I'm originally from the East Coast. Clubs in the East Coast are very different, right? I lived in LA for a few years, very different there too. Vegas is known for nightlife. And if you don't know what you're doing in Vegas, you will spend most of your night in line, and then you will pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to walk in the door before you even have a drink, before you even speak to somebody, before you even see the DJ, if you even see the DJ or the performance, especially if you're coming with a group of fellas. You get a bunch of guys together, you are automatically at the end of the line. So that's where Turnt Up came from, was me, a few other friends from out here, like I said, who weren't aware of how things are done here. Eventually figured out how things were done here. And every time someone will come to Vegas, like, I mean, you know, when you're out here, everybody thinks like, oh, where do I go? What do I do? Like, they think we live on the strip, in the clubs, in the casinos 24/7, right? Like, we don't have regular jobs. Like, so that's where Turnt Up came from. This is back before Uber and Lyft were here too. So even getting a taxi between casinos gets expensive. So we kind of figured, listen, for one all-inclusive price, we'll handle your night. Like, I'm not saying, I mean, if you want to do a club every night here in Vegas, we can definitely accommodate that. But a lot of times people come, they want to do a dinner, they want to do a show, but then they want that night where they come here just for nightlife. So why not buy one ticket and that's that? You don't got to do anything else. You just got to show up one spot and then we'll handle the rest.
Wow.
That's where Turnt Up came from. One-stop shop.
That's convenience right there. And it's funny because I know you've been here too. I've been here about it's going 20 years, and I come from Los Angeles. And I seen party buses that didn't make it. They couldn't get a group on the party scene, you know, or like you said, the license or things weren't good. But I could see, like, if you have all that straight, it's the opportunities is unlimited here. Now, you guys are holding strong. Yes. Go ahead.
We have been. We've been around, yeah. I mean, 9 years now. Like I said, we're the top ranked on all your platforms, your Googles, your Yelps, your all those review sites. That's the key to it, is put out the quality product. Because you're right, there's been a lot of party bus companies come and go. Right?
Correct.
They start taking you to lounges, or they start taking you to local clubs, which that's cool because we live here. But if you're flying here from Pennsylvania or Florida, and you don't want to go to the local bar that I go to, right?
No.
Like, you want to go to the 10,000 person nightclub that has a world famous performer up there. You know what I mean? You want to see Lil Wayne, you want to see 50 Cent, you want to see Millennium, Steve Aoki. Like, you want those names.
Right.
And I think that's been kind of the key is make sure we're straight, like on the licensing side, but also make sure we're taking people to the spots they want to go to.
Correct.
We go to 3 nightclubs in a night, right? Or day clubs during the day.
Cool.
You want one that's kind of like a more chill spot that starts the night. You get a drink, you start meeting other people you're out with, right? And then you go to like that second spot where it's starting to like your up tempo, a little bit bigger, a little bit more lively, right? But that last spot you get to, you might be there 4 or 5 in the morning. You want the headliner, you want the 10,000 people. That's what you came here for. So I think it's making sure you keep at the forefront, like what your customer wants, right?
That's right.
And our customer are the people who came to party. So we make sure that we look at all our reviews. I look at every single review we get, good or bad, to make sure you're like, hey, this person got a point here. We should change this up. Or I never thought of it that way. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's been the key to our success here.
I love it, man. Now, let me know about the bottom. I know there was a bottom. Did it start with one truck? How did that bottom start? Let me know about that.
So the bottom, so the bottom was me as your tour host, right? Like a 6'5" white dude with long hair from Boston, right? I'm not the guy you want to see on the party bus. And having a tour like with 6 people in there, 4 people, right? That when you're wondering, like, man, I didn't even make enough to cover the gas tonight on the bus, right? But it's like making sure you have multiple. People always talk about multiple streams of income, right? But you have your day job while you're building your side job, and then eventually the side job took that over.
Right.
So at the bottom, I mean, it's when you're standing there and you're trying to hype up a party, and it's you and 4 dudes in there, they're looking at you all crazy. Luckily, knock on wood, those days. Those are behind us now.
That's right.
I mean, we run at least 30 people on a bus, 30 to 35. We run a few different buses a night.
Beautiful.
Now we have the benefit of when people book, we even out our ratios too. Make sure I don't have 30 dudes on one bus. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good mix, males, females. When people book, we take an age range too. There's a very different group of people out there partying for a 50th birthday than a 21st birthday, right? So we try and separate people so they're more apt to vibe with the people that they're on the bus with.
I love it, man. This sounds beautiful. Now, that means you guys can be booked. I know a lot of my audience, they're asking either coming for graduation, weddings, or anniversaries. So you guys are they can include you guys into their itinerary, knowing that you guys could take care of them, correct?
Yeah.
During those events?
We do, yeah. We actually do a lot of like kind of like I call them like wedding weekends, right? Like they might have their wedding on a Sunday or a Saturday, but they're looking for something to do either the Thursday or the Friday beforehand, or even sometimes after the wedding, but it's usually beforehand. So they'll get like maybe the bridal party will get on our 10 p.m. tour. The fellas in the bachelor party will get on our 11 p.m. tour. So they're both doing something different, but we can accommodate both groups like separately, but kind of doing the same thing. Then they end up just using the bus as wedding transportation on the Saturday afternoon. That doesn't involve the clubs. So we get a lot of that, a lot of groups. I would say, I mean, we do get like some solo travelers, especially international folks who come here on a solo trip and they just want to jump in with the group. But for example, tonight we got 2 separate groups of 23 different people coming. So that's a whole group of family that all got together and they're doing their annual trip.
Man, it's lovely out here with the service industry. You ever had those people, it's hard to get rid of certain clients. They want to buy you. They think they can buy you for the month or the month.
Listen, we got one dude. He's a local guy here. Great guy. I'll leave his name out. But every single month, he does 4 tours in a row: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I don't know what he does those other 3 weeks. Maybe he has like a travel job or he's out of town. But then sure enough, boom, he's back. He does Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, right in a row. Then I
Gotta
don't
love
see them
it.
again for 3 or 4 weeks, and then boom again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Gotta love it, man. I definitely, while everyone is listening, I want to get into your services, man. We're going to break them down like how they're viewed on the website. And you guys that are listening, his website is right here in the show notes also. Let us know about the expedited entry. He's going to break down each of these features that comes with it. So let us know about the expedited entry.
Cool. All right, so expedited entry. Whenever you go to a club, right, you can get a free pass to a club from most any promoter on the strip, right? He'll get you in a club for free. He'll give you a text message or a card, right? What they forget to tell you is, one, it's only free if you have an even ratio of girls and guys or a better than girls to guys ratio. And you're going to what's called the guest list line. The guest list line, yes, it's free entry, but that guest list line for some clubs could be 2, 3, Omni or Dre's could be 4 hours, right? Those are the best clubs in the city. 4 hours. So I don't know about you, but I will pay basically any amount of money not to wait in line for 4 straight hours.
Most definitely.
So our expedited entry, you will skip all that. You go right to the front. Now, we say expedited because you're still going to show an ID. You're going to walk through a metal detector. And if you're a lady, they're going to look in your purse real quick. That's every club in Vegas. That's a safety precaution. You're not going to skip that. So I don't want to mislead people and say, like, hey, you're just going to walk right into the club. No, they're going to make sure you're 21 and you're going to walk through a metal detector. But you will walk by, and there's nothing better than people who are skeptical about tours or be like, oh, I don't know if I want to book with a third party. And then we walk them by that 600-person line. And they're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the expedited entry.
Love it. Now you got the all-female party hostess team. I know the fellas love this. They love it.
I'm telling you, like, that's a lesson learned from, like you said, the bottom days, right? Where people are sick of seeing my face up there or my buddy Mike's face up there. That our female hostess always score better in reviews, right? They're personable. They get the party started. It's a good job for them. Little part-time stuff, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. We have some of our hosts has been with us 7-8 years. You know what I mean? So a girl who's been with us 7-8 years, they know the clubs, they know which way to go, they know the right contact at the door. They're going to walk in, they're going to get those stack of free drink tickets to pass out. So we found it's better to retain the employees longer than. I mean, the casinos are amazing, especially if you've never been here. They're literally built so you don't leave, right? So
correct.
The idea you're going to find your way to that club and find your way back in a certain amount of time isn't real. So the all-female host staff. Keep your knowledgeable host staff, the ones who are here to party, here to hang out, but they also keep you on track, right? Like this, take a left here, let's go right here, boom, boom, boom.
All right, man. That's like you can't beat that. This is they're hand feeding you your entertainment. Perfect, literally. Man.
You just have to show up. That's all. You literally just need to show up, and you're good.
That's beautiful. Now, no cover charges for each venue. Give us some clarity on that.
Got you. All right. So each venue here in Vegas, most of them are owned by like 3 larger companies, right? And they they're split to like certain ones only play house music, certain ones play hip hop, certain ones play a mix. We tend to focus more on hip hop. Don't get me wrong. We take requests for kind of everything. And like I said, when we base our tours, we'll look at like, okay, these folks all requested EDM and techno music. These folks all requested house. Right. This is a little older crowd who wants top 40. And then we mix it in like that. But each club here in Vegas does have a cover charge. You will pay. It varies every night, anywhere between $25 to $150 per person, depending on the artist that night. Females usually a little bit cheaper. Those are your tickets. So we have contracts with all the clubs where basically that we agree to bring certain people there. We do not get paid by the clubs to bring people there, where there are other like promoters and guest list type thing. They get paid by the club, so you end up in that line. Right. We take no payment from the club in exchange for our people get that expedited, skip the line. So that's our deal with the club. It's in contract. It's not like a handshake deal with some guy at the door. It goes up through their corporate. The lawyers all drafted it. We've all signed it.
Everything's official.
The line. They don't pay. And then, like I said, but we don't take the payment either. So, I mean, that's to me, that's a good trade-off. I mean, I'm not nickel and diamond for, a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there to knock down the experience. It's not worth it. I'd rather get a good review from 2-3 of the guests that night on Yelp, on Google, all that, instead of like the $12 the club was going to give.
Right. Right. Hey, you when you hear so long, you understand I might have a slow month, but that slow month reviews is going to turn my good months for the next
100%.
Right. So
and we get very few, like you said. I mean, even the audience too. Like most of those folks aren't here in Vegas, right? They're coming here, and people. The only thing they can base it on is that unless they got a homie who gave them a heads up on something, is they're going online for that review.
True.
So to me, the strong review is worth its weight in gold because people see those reviews and that's how they're going to buy. There are other party buses in town. None of them are 3 clubs. None of them have the contracts we have. Basically, Dre's are big ones, our big ones. But like I said, you'll see our reviews when the folks go check out the sites and stuff. There's a reason we're top ranked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. I'd rather keep it that way.
That's right.
We also break our bus up into, like I said, 30 to 35 people in a group, right?
Okay.
So that 30 to 35 people, you're guaranteed to skip the line because I'm bringing you up front. Some of the other companies will run 200, 300, 400 people at the same time. Well, if you're guest number 176 and out of 400, now I just created a line that you now have to wait in, right? So we keep it smaller groups, more intimate setting. People vibe better too. You know what I mean? You'll make friends on that bus. You'll leave there for sure with a whole new group of homies.
Right.
And then you really skip the line when you get there.
You basically start them off with a club. You are the club going to the club.
And you'll see when people check out our reviews, I'm telling you, every third or fourth review says the bus was the best time, right? I had more fun on the bus than I ever had in the club. Like the hostess they called the hostess out by name, Sydney, Jackie, Kelsey, Courtney. They made the party on the bus. And then they get in the club and they're like, I'm in a big club. Cool. That they can't wait to get back on the bus and get back with their crew again.
Masters of the perfect atmosphere. Yes, man. Let us know about you let us know about the 30 groups. What about the giveaways? Now, you guys not only hand them the entertainment, you guys have giveaways and surprises at the end of the tour. Are you serious?
Mandatory, right? So we usually start at a spot. It's in Resorts World. It's a brand new lounge. We start there, get everybody a drink ticket there, right? Nothing starts off your night better than a free drink. You check in, you show your ID, you say you're 21, boom. Giving away. Here's a drink ticket. Go. Most of the other clubs give us something too, but there's always like all our buses have poles on them. Officially, they're called dance support poles, right? Correct. But we might call them. People might refer to them as stripper poles or some other unofficial term. But there's always a twerking contest. There's always a dance contest, and you got to get a prize, right? So T-shirts, hats, sunglasses, stickers, I mean, you name it. There's always bags of swag to give away.
Lovely.
We want people to remember it. We want people to get stopped when they're back home in Mississippi, and they're like, what's Turnt Up Tours? And then their neighbors coming to Vegas, and then their cousins coming, and that's how it works.
Correct.
Most of our customers are referral-based or word of mouth, or a friend took the tour, or a family member took the tour.
That's it. That's how it works out here. I always tell everyone, I'm from Los Angeles. I've been coming here since a kid. So my aunties, my grandmas, they've been coming out here, and we literally do everything that we did with them as a kid. You get what I mean? The same places. We go to the same places that they went to. So that's what I say. When you're in here and you're in your set, you're set for generations. Because their kid's going to come to you. They're going to come like my mama went to Turnt Up Tours. My dad used to do that, so I'm going to do it. And it's just generation after generation. You guys are definitely
we
set
get people, I mean, every year. We got people who met on the tour and are now married and then come back every year on their anniversary and celebrate it. And then, or people have been on our tour 7 years ago and, my son's turning 21, so now I'm bringing him and his friends. You know what I mean? So it's when you've been open that long, you start getting, like you said, like your people you used to party with now, they kids coming to party, or like I said, they 2 random couples now they're married. Like it's crazy.
That's nice, man. That's the connection. That's the human connection out of it. That's important. That's really like overlooked. You know, that part right there, and that's where it goes to where you said most of your reviews are saying that the bus was the best part, and that's because of that atmosphere you guys build. And that atmosphere and the culture, not only that, the culture, which is not only amongst you guys as in you and your employees, but it also bleeds through the clients. And that's beautiful, man. You guys are doing a good job over there, man. So you can either book a night. Yeah, you're welcome. Book a nightclub tour, day club tour, or the party bus. Let us know these 3 options.
Gotcha. Yeah. So our standards are nightclub. That's kind of what we started with, and it's $99 a person. You can book like a single ticket for $99, or groups, or you give everybody like, hey, this is our group name, and everybody books, right? Okay. Our day club tours came about 3 years later when day clubs took off in Vegas. Right. It's the same program. You go to 3 pool parties, the bus takes you. It's literally the same thing except you in swim shorts and you're in bikini tops. So same program, $99. Take it all 3, skip the line, all exactly the same. We got a ton of people who, I mean, God bless them, but they do day club and nightclub same day, you know, and you got like a 4 or 5 hour break in there. They get a nap, they get some food, and they come right back out.
Wow.
And then we got the party bus too, where there's some folks who, listen, maybe they only want to do one club, right? Or they got, right now it's crazy. It's Christmas time out here. There's some folks who, put up some pretty elaborate light displays. So they'll rent the bus and drive around, get some cocktails, and look at all the Christmas lights, right?
True.
But we got people who take the bus, cruise the strip, see the fountains, go to the sign. So the buses rent on like a per hour basis, right? Okay. So you can always add whatever you want to that. You want a bartender, you want to host this, you want to add some drinks in there, you want to kind of whatever you want.
Okay.
But we started with the nightclub tours. That'll always be the crux of the company, right? Everything else, a little bit of an add-on or something custom we can make. Man. We do custom packages for people all the time. You know what I mean? You got consumption lounges opening out up here.
True.
That's going to be a game changer out here.
It is.
I see after the first of the year, a sneak peek, I'll probably see some cannabis tours in our future. Mm-hmm. Hit a couple dispensaries, do consumption lounges. Okay. I mean, what's better when someone's driving you and you ain't got to worry about any of that?
That is true.
Maybe
that
a stop at In and Out at the end. You know what I mean? Folks from out of town who never had a double-double. It's a game changer.
Correct. It is. You're not lying on that. And that's where they go to is In and Out, the first spot, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Mandatory.
So let us know. I have your website in the social media website, and I need to know your social media handles, which I have in the show notes. But let those who are listening, the website where they can go purchase, check you out, and either plan you guys when you guys take that trip, when you visit Vegas, baby. Let us know your social media handles and the website.
Perfect. So website, social, it's all the same. Turnt Up LV, right? So website is Turnt Up LV, like LasVegas.com. Instagram's the same, Facebook's the same, Twitter, TikTok, we got it all. And I mean, I recommend people check out the socials, right? If you're still skeptical or you don't know, hey, maybe this ain't for me, right? We repost all our customers' videos that tag us there. We're shared in reels. You know, you'll see what it's really like on a bus. So I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe it isn't for you, but I mean, take a look at it beforehand. Check out Turnt Up LV or Turnt Up Tours. You can search that too. We'll come up on anything there, but TurntUpLV.com or Turnt Up LV is the Instagram. There's videos up all day, 24/7. Like I said, you can check out the bus. And like I said, these are real customer videos. There's not professional commercials that we shot or hired a camera crew. You'll see this is iPhone quality stuff that we're resharing or reposting from folks. You'll get a real taste of it. There's no bait and switch on this.
The raw deal in real time. That's why when you reached out, that was the first thing I did. Saw social media. I'm like, oh yeah, this company right here is fun. I can already see it, and I can.
That's it. You get real people on there too, right? Like, I mean, that's one thing that bothered me too when I first started going to clubs out here, right? I'd see these amazing pictures, right? Like, nobody looks like that. Come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you walk, there's 10,000 people in this nightclub, and you're trying to tell me every single person here is a model? Right. Every single one's a model? Every dude has a ripped six-pack and got no shirt on. No club's letting you in Vegas with no shirt on. Come on.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So when you look at our socials and you see our stuff, you're going to see real people. You're going to see the people from Indiana vibing with the people from Louisiana and the fellas from New York with the ladies from Portland. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's real people. It's a real like bonding experience for them all over the country here for the same thing.
That's beautiful, John. Beautiful, man. I'm glad we have you in Las Vegas. So we're going to break it down and get the personal side of you. We're going to see which one you like on our game of this or that. And then we're going to see how very, very Vegas you are. You've been here 20 years, so I think you're pretty smart on how very, very Vegas. I think you are very, very Vegas. So the first question for this or that, I think I might figure you on this one. Which one what are you, Team Chevy or Team Ford?
I got a Chevy. I got a 69 Chevelle, so I'm Team Chevy all the way.
Yes. I've kind of figured too. I was like, you Chevy guy. All right. So our next
Mandatory.
one,
You got me.
and the next one now, when you're out shopping for the house and the family, Vons or Albertsons?
Vaughn's is across the street, so I'm a convenience man.
All right. So the next one now is refueling on your personal vehicle, not the company ones, the personal. Do you refuel or feel you have to refuel a half tank or a quarter tank?
Oh, man, I run it all the way to the light. I'm telling you, there's nothing I despise more than getting gas. I hate it. I know I need to do it, and I don't like even how much it costs don't bother me. The price fluctuation,
right.
It's one of those what it is. But I'm telling you, like the physical act of going there and getting gas, I hate it. I mean, I'll run it to the light. Even get a little nervous sometimes. Like, am I going to make it?
Man, I used to do that so bad when I was young. I had an older friend. He used to always tell me, like, you the only one I know with a pocket full of money that I run out of gas. That don't make no sense because you just lazy. Just lazy.
Sometimes my wife will be looking at me sideways like, we really don't have any gas at all? Like, and I'm like, oh, we'll get there.
Oh, man, that's funny right there. All right, man. So we're going to see how very, very Vegas you are, okay? So you might get this one. You just might. So I'll give 3 options also, make it a little easier. So for this one, we're going to see how very, very Vegas Turnt Up LV is. So what percentage of a casino's revenue comes from slot machines? Again, what percentage of a casino's revenue comes from slot machines? And is it 40%, 65%, or 80%?
I say 80.
80? Ooh, that was close. It's actually 65% they have.
65.
Yeah. And this is from funtrivia.com. They give me most of my LV questions. But they had it at 65%. And they also asked, I wonder how much does it has to do with the casino layout? It's funny that I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's amazing that that's the one thing people always say about clubs is they're in the back of the casino. I'm like, I know, because they want you to stop at everything on the way over to the club.
Everything is psychologically set up too. It's funny too that it's not by design, it's by purpose for you to do something. Right.
They know what they're doing.
Yes, sir, they do. And I love it, man. I love the city, man. I thank you, John. John, appreciate you. You guys check out Turnt Up Tours. I will be checking them out. I can vouch for them. I will be doing some content with them. So you guys stay tuned. You guys, I appreciate you. Go check out his website. Also check out his social media handles. And remember, next time you guys here, you guys come out to see me. All the companies too that you guys know I'm with. This is the guy we're going to get up with when you guys come out here. So John, I appreciate you, man.
Coil, man, it's been great. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. You stay up, okay? And the audience, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Talk to you later, John.
Go.